Good morning from Cloverdale, California. We're at the Russian River Thousand Trails campground here, and I got some good news. The ceiling of the rear window held. It was quite the storm last night. But some bad news. A tree fell on the motorhome last night. It could have been worse, but it is definitely come to rest on top of the motorhome. There's that limb right there, and there's that limb right there. I climbed up on the roof this morning, and there's just some membrane damage that I can see right now. So some folks from Thousand Trails have showed up, so let's see what happens. Campground management came by and checked things out, and we came to the conclusion that we're just going to call in a tree service instead of just letting some everyday Joes with chainsaws up there to fix the problem. One of the problems I foresee is, we can relieve some of the weight up top by cutting those, without a very special skill set. But we're going to need to relieve the weight on this big old trunk down to the ground. So maybe some type of a tall jack stand or something, because you don't want to cause more damage when you start backing out of here.
Joy, joy, joy. It's always exciting, right?
Yeah. If that's the worst thing that happens on this trip, we're doing all right.
Famous last words. Okay, so the tree guy showed up, and we have picked up our mat. Ben has moved the ATV, and this gentleman is about to bring a large truck with a bucket on it to come in and first attempt to alleviate the weight on the rig, and then to try to lift it up so that we can back out. So it's going to be kind of interesting. Actually, we're really impressed because the Rangers got somebody out here right away. I mean, it's been like an hour and a half since they were here, and he's here. So that's pretty cool on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, Thousand Trails got right on top of it.
Yeah, they did.
Kudos to them.
I mean, I kind of thought they might show up tomorrow even, because it's Sunday morning.
And then the tree company was able to come right out too. So those are two people that responded right away before like 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, because I honestly thought we'd be sitting here till tomorrow morning waiting to get this off of the RV. And
I'm sure we're not the only people who had a tree fall down yesterday.
No. We might be the only ones that had it fall on our RV.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, here we go. It's excitement. It's starting to rain, so Benny's bringing me my raincoat. I'm sure grateful for this waterproof camera that we purchased. It's great to be able to share this with you guys and not worry about the camera being ruined by the rain.
Or using a GoPro.
Yeah. You can see that these two trees are kind of leaning on each other as well, so he's a little worried about, he wants to make sure he's careful about bringing this in. El Nino, El Nino. He's got a tight spot there. It looks like this tree right here is causing us some troubles. He can't get over to that tree because of the angle of his bucket arm. So I think we're gonna have to make some changes here. We'll see what he does.
How long are you guys here for?
Depends on what we find out with this thing.
Our daughter's graduating college finally, our last one. So
nice little hand chainsaw.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure glad this isn't our house. We don't have to clean up the mess in the yard.
I know. There's already a nice pile of tree limbs here just to get access to our area. And now just slowly clipping away at the tree branches so it's not as heavy of a burden to handle, just little sections at a time. Oh shit, something just fell. I'm going around to the other side. I don't know, did it just go from bad to worse?
I don't know.
It just snapped.
Yeah.
The weight just gave out.
Well, it is what it is.
This here was the one that was holding it.
Yeah, that just broke off.
That's the one that just. You think with the weight I took off of it, you think it would have released some pressure?
It could have been just on the verge of snapping as it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm thinking.
Little
It was just,
movement caused it to go ahead and
I mean, no, didn't take out no windows or nothing.
No
No.
glass.
No glass.
I'm sure the roof is dented a little.
Well,
You know, yeah, there's a little bit of a hole right here.
it's flicked
this
up
little
and
wrinkle
hit the
here
front
and-
of our RV.
Yeah, I can see a tear right there on the side.
Let me slide this off. Let's see how this looks.
Let's try not to get the mirror.
Yeah, really. I'll just, it's not very big. I can pick it up and.
There's damage to the front.
Yeah, right,
It's
this
that
hole,
front
this hole.
piece.
I guess there's a dent in the roof, the antenna ripped for our Wilson signal booster, and the awning ripped off. What's going on up here? There might be some more damage up here that we just can't see yet. But yeah, that thing totally just snapped off. But we are making progress, and yeah, it's not like disastrous or anything. I'm gonna patch things up, but I think an insurance company needs to be called and an RV repair shop needs to be researched. Okay, let's see what's happening up here. As you can tell, I've climbed up onto the roof. We do have a broken marker light. The camera's probably not picking it up, but there's totally a caved in area right here. And I'm not gonna lean my ass over the edge too much, but there's some tears right there.
Okay.
So hey, life goes on. He just lent me his leaf blower and I blew off all the debris, and I can get a better look at what's going on here. We do have some cracked, damaged fiberglass there. It looks like everything is sealed up fairly well right here. You can see the snapped cord. And right along here, it's all scraped up. But there's also some denting in the roof, and you can see a pretty good-sized dent right here. So I'm gonna be in some uncharted territory when it comes to these type of repairs. I fixed things up as good as I can for now. He's chopping up all those tree limbs. Okay, I sealed up the roof as good as I can with duct tape and some Lexel sealant. And I think we still need to call our insurance company.
I'm gonna call Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, you can go talk to Jake from State Farm.
But it's about 3 a.m.
Do you want me to put on some khakis? We're gonna keep a real close eye on things to make sure nothing leaks. While Beck's on the phone with Jake from State Farm, I'm gonna run up and talk to the assistant manager. So let's just see how everything turns out. Well, I had a feeling this wasn't gonna just be easy and cut and dry. So she talked to the manager and they said that it's an act of God and that's not covered and it needs to be covered under our insurance. And either way, you know, some insurance is gonna cover it, but I really don't want ours to cover it because that's a ding on our policy and an excuse for them to raise our rates. And we have to put out our deductible. Yeah, that's never any fun. It's gonna be interesting. I wonder what Beck came up with her phone call to Jake.
Basically, they said that it's up to us. Everything's up to us. They can't help us make any decisions, but they can take a claim if we want to, and then we can call back later and tell them that we want them to go through with it. So they would take record information and give us a claim number. But, and they cannot advise us on what our deductible is or whether the other insurance companies should pay for it or what it will do to our premiums. They can't do anything, basically.
Sounds like they're very helpful.
Oh, extremely. So basically what I said was that I asked if there was any risk of something bad happening in terms of them not covering us if I waited to talk to my agent in the morning. And she said no, that people often file claims in quite a long time after an event occurs, and she said the most important thing to do is to take pictures of it and document what it looked like as soon as it happened.
Well, we're kind of experts at documenting.
I think we probably have video and pictures and evidence of what fell on us and everything.
Yeah.
So
Time will tell, right?
yeah, so basically I said then I would hold off and call Christy in the morning.
Okay, so I think we need to be ready to go hit the ground running on Monday morning to get this repaired. At least, the leaks fixed in a more secure...
Something more than ground.
Yeah, something a little more sturdy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got to get going with what we are going to do and also pursue what they're going to do.
Yeah.